Before I proceed with this video, I understand it might be a little bit too long for some of you, so if you could just consider scrolling down and looking in the description, you will see I have provided chapters. So for example, if there's a skin you're very eager to get a good look at right now, well, if you wish to skip ahead, just look at the description, it's all provided there for you. And with that, good day, Ruskin enjoyers, happy to right, because it's time for the Rust rotation. Yes, we got a lovely batch of skins right here for the very last Rust of February 2025. So let's go ahead and immediately jump in and figure out which of these skins are and are not abnormal. And it's going to be very easy because there's only one skin this week that isn't abnormal. The double barrel shotgun right here, the Bang double barrel shotgun, that is the only skin that's regular this week. All the other skins that you see here, yeah, we got a lot to chase after next week, next Wednesday night. So if you don't fully understand what I'm referring to when I talk about abnormals, please consider watching the most recent Ruskin Abnormal Barders video for February 27, 2025. In short, just watch about the first 5 minutes, scroll down and then watch the Barders chapter. You'll get the general gist and how all of this works. If you don't fully understand, basically, with every single Rustor that we see, occasionally, well, most of the time, we'd see quite a lot of skins getting a special little detail about them that allows them to become marketable before the roster is even rotated. And we know exactly when they're going to become marketable. So what we'll do is we'll wait until Wednesday night, see what the sales look like, and then make considerations in regards to how much we want to offer for them. Do the barders as fast as possible when they become marketable. Afterwards, we then look at the amount of barders they have, look at the support, and then we make considerations if we actually want to jump in and make some purchases. Just to give you some context, with the rush store that we saw last night, I looked at the hoodie and pants, I looked at the hammer, and I thought to myself, well, you know what? Those hoodie and pants, which were abnormal last night, they look pretty good, and the possibility of seeing boots or gloves on the horizon, potentially next week, because they have been submitted to the workshop, I thought everything was looking pretty good for that, so I went and bought 20 of each last night. Now, the hammer, that wasn't abnormal, but even then, the position it's in, the possibility of seeing some tall skins for medieval as well, like that was in a very good spot. I felt confident to jump in and buy 30 of them. So I did buy some skins last week, and everything here is now marketable. Very nice to see. But we're here to talk about this Rustor right here. So shall we jump in now and shall we start doing the discussion? So let's get started. A Sloth Rock. Immediately I got people sitting in here earlier questioning whether it's cute enough. Is that the state of rocks now? Only the cute ones will be loved. I mean, are you going to say it to his face? Are you going to say, you're just not cute enough? I love that gif. So, okay, cool. We got a Sloth Rock. Quite recently, we also saw like a baby hippo rock and whatnot. And I've just got to point this out to you. Quite a lot of skins have kind of gone down a fair bit. That baby rock's still holding up quite nicely. We also had the Twitch drop as well, so alright, cool. We've got 2 sets of clothing and armour today. You might question the backpack, sort of, but yeah. But the very nice thing is, with the new sets, we could potentially see, continuations. And, well, we've already seen continuations for both of them already. That's a pretty cool thing to be aware of. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So if you want to, be aware of all the newer skins that are being, produced and submitted to the workshop, consider watching my Rust Workshop skin check videos, because it just so happens this past weekend I've seen the Fallen hoodie and pants being submitted and Barbarian Tier 3. It's in the video. It's all chaptered. All the collection continuations are right there. So, okay, cool. You've established all the other videos you make, Hedge. But we've seen some other collection continuations. Death Metal is actually a collection continuation to a Sheep in the Door that came out like 4 years ago. And, of course, Phantom is part of a very old set. This has been going on since 2018. Whoa, okay. 2017. Oh shit, man, how long have you been around for? Blimey. But yeah, we've got all the hoodie, pants, clothing and armour and whatnot, lots of weapons. So yeah, okay, we've got a backpack now. So what I'll do later on, of course, is wear all of that, and then we'll see how it pairs up with the the backpack, because I'm not sure if everybody's fully aware of the Phantom set, but it does look very nice, and I'll showcase that to you, of course. And then we got a $5 AK-47. We had a very interesting combination of Slanoster and Duck producing this Elysium AK47. Could there potentially be a nice, cool premium weapon collection being produced from here and now? I really wouldn't be surprised. So, okay, cool. That's very nice to see. And then I should also point this out. 2 skin creators today got their first ever skins being accepted. We have Mr. PL3 right here with his brand new all or nothing garage door. And then we also happen to have, who was it? It's the double barrel shotgun guy over here, Mr. LJ. And Mr. LJ with his double barrel shotgun. It's got some weird eyeballs staring at you. So, of course, we'll showcase that properly in a bit. But now let's go through all the skins in-game and see how they all look. And first up, we got the Sloth Rock. That is the top-selling skin so far, based on what we see here. Now, SCMM hasn't fully updated just yet, but it's actually sold 1,400 subscribers after the first 2 or so hours in the Rush store. So immediately, as I said just a little bit earlier, cute rocks. If we got animal rocks, they better be cute. Is he cute? No, he's calm, he's relaxed, he's chilled out. He's a different type of animal. But anyway, we've gone through this discussion already with the baby hippo rock and back at Christmas with the polar bear rock. These are down in price, but they're not down terribly bad. That's down by 12%. If I just take a quick look at on the Steam market, it is sitting here with 71 listings, which is fairly all right. It's sold for $2.49 in a Rush store. Like, yeah, there's about 10 sales, but then it's back up to its Rush store price. And we have seen attempts for more baby hippo skins being produced. So whether they get accepted, we'll have to wait and see with the upcoming Rush stores. But anyway, that's doing pretty good for itself. And I can't help but assume a very similar behaviour will happen with this Sloth Rock, which is also sitting at $2.49. But here's the question. That did 18,000 subscribers. What's that going to do? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I know. But it is abnormal, so that's useful. That's going to help us out. We'll be able to do the barders first before we even approach it. But I can't help but assume we might end up seeing some more sloth skins being produced. I don't think McQuarrie is doing that much else at the moment, like making random skin here and there. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, well, no, not really. He made some Valentine skins and took a bit of a break. Well, you better wake up, good sir, because you got sloth stuff to make. So what could we see next? What sloth skins would you like to see being made? I really don't know what to expect. But hey, you know, it's an interesting thing to look forward to. Maybe we get like a motivational poster, like hang in there, but he's just sitting there and he's chilling or something. You know, I'm just saying that's a cool idea. And McQuarrie, he's made some pretty cool rug skins in the past. Oh yes, indeed, he's the man behind the blinds rug. Remember that? And remember the spiderweb rug? I'm just saying he's got a good chance there of something cool. We'll see. Anyway, so Sloth Rock. Best thing to do is wait it out, you know, see how much is sold by next Wednesday, do the abnormal barders first, and of course, you know, approach it from there. So let's actually go give this a good look. So off we go. I'm in game and I'm holding it, I'm caressing it, it's in my hands. Look and see. Ah, it's a baby. Giggly that. Right, so yeah, obviously it's all furry on the back. Does it happen to glow in the dark? Let's quickly find out. Nope, I see no glow. The eyes don't glow or anything, so we can clearly see that. I guess. But yeah, all right, that's cool. So let's just hold you in my hands. Shut up, phone. I'm doing my thing. So here we are. Give a good look. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so what do you think? Do you like what you see? Are you a fan of the cute little baby? Because he is a pretty sweet little thing. But again, if you want to approach this as an investment, you're going to have to wait until Wednesday. But if you like him and you want him and you need him in your life, go buy it, treat yourself, right? Not everything has to be an investment. You can look at that and say, I'll buy it because I simply want it. And that's fine, you know? But yeah, by next week, you'll probably see that the sales might not have been too ridiculous. And, you know, maybe it's going to be super interesting to consider potentially wanting to buy it. We shall see. But it's going to take time, right? The smartest approach is to do abnormal barders first. Right then, so that's looking pretty appealing, and I can respect it. So what are your thoughts? Feel free to comment below. Do you happen to like this? Do you think he's cute, or do you just think he's nice and cool? Let's put that away, and let's go stand here, because I'm now going over to here to take a look at this garage door. Yes. So congratulations to Skin Creator for his first ever acceptance. Now, as you can see, this happens to be in reference to the wheel. Yes. You can't throw money at it. You're not going to get any scrap back, right? But quick look at night time. Snap, tap. It does happen to glow in the dark. Now, the positioning of the glow, which you see right there, when it's rolled up, it does glow. It's very noticeable, all right? So, okay, that's cool. With this garage door, it's a perfectly fine looking design. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too convoluted. I got to ask, though. I did say this at the very beginning of this year. How many garage doors are we going to end up having in 2025? Because, you know, it's been a good several weeks so far in 2025. And how many garage doors do we already have? And how many Twitch drops are we going to have this year? Basically, I'm a little bit concerned whether we're going to end up like last year with tons and tons and tons of garage doors. Now, at the end of the day, people like them. Face punch knows they're going to keep accepting them, and you're probably still going to keep buying them. So with this, listen, if you are looking at it as an investment, you've got to wait it out. But if you like it, you go buy it. You go treat yourself. There's a big difference. I've said this already with the Rock. It's funny. It looks nice. As I said, it's not like blatantly in your face and whatnot. That's just nice and relaxing, right? What a weird metaphor, but you get the idea. So let's now quickly hop out of here and discuss, the situation with garage doors in general. All right, so here we are, all or nothing garage door. As I said, new skin creator, so, do take this into consideration. We don't know if he can build, like, a full collection, like, of deplorables. Like, I'm looking, he's made cheaper the doors. Okay, I'll respect that. He has made a large box somewhat recently. So, okay, I'm feeling confident. It's in your hands now, Mr. PL3. You got an interesting thing going on, and people, you should start following him. Keep an eye on what he produces next. It might take a while, but that's fine. So as long as he puts out ever so lovely little results, such as this garage door, you can feel a little bit more optimistic. Now, at $2.49, we do have to be a little bit careful. So if we could just look at all the garage doors that have come out so far this year, and what do we see? Well, we've got several. Already mentioned this, but they're all down in price as well. Protector garage door only just became marketable last night. Give it another week. Look at it again. I wouldn't be surprised if it drops off a fair bit. But Great Siege garage door, Snake Lord garage door, and of course Neon Luna Serpent garage door as examples. $3, now it's half price. $3.49, now it's basically lost a third of its price. And this has basically lost a quarter of its price. Look at the skins that came out last year. Notice the amount of Twitch drops, and notice the amount of them that are pretty down in price. They're pretty down bad. Some of them are still holding up quite nicely since post-Christmas, though, so that's very optimistic. But there was a lot of them, a record-breaking amount last year, and this is why I'm, cautious that it might happen again. Now, we haven't had a Twitch drop yet, but do not be surprised if we get Twitch drops, okay? So just putting the heads up. So in short, the $2.49 price probably won't be held. I'm sorry to say, maybe this will drop off a fair bit once we reach around April time. Really wouldn't surprise me. Most skins should be expected to drop off to a new low point for this year at some point between March and April. But after that, will people be appreciating it once it's the summer? Because it's not like we're struggling with player counts at the moment. As you can see here, February has done phenomenal. It's done really, really good. I thought we were going to drop off a lot more, but only down by 6,000 for the average player count for all the month. Like, just to give you some context, December had time off, towards the end of that month. A lot of people in this world weren't working and weren't in school, and yet still, February still had more average player count. Fair enough. I mean, it did have the primitive update, but even then, all right, people found the time to play. It's good. It's nice to see. It's just, we might not see skins actually go down in price. I'm just saying. So, okay, point made. We got to be a little bit cautious still. We got a little bit, a little bit wary. But at the end of the day, if you like that skin, you go buy it. You go treat yourself. But if you're looking at it as investment, you wait till next week. Sounds good? Right, let's move on. Let's now go ahead and talk about the Fallen Tier 2. So I did mention this a little bit earlier, but we already have a collection continuation on the workshop. Mr. Robstar is a very reliable skin creator. He's been around for a very long time, and he's put out some very interesting skins. And the Fallen hoodie and pants are right there in front of you. So yes, we could be it could be very quick that we might see a continuation. Maybe it might not happen next week, but it could. Maybe it might not happen in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Who knows? But it's there, it's available, and I wouldn't be surprised if we'll see like a tier 3 being produced as well at some point. Maybe he'll do boots and gloves. We'll see. Anyway, I have to bring up the sword. It's actually a collection continuation to the Fallen Sword. You probably didn't realise that, but yep, that's the Savage Sword right there. And it had a bit of a buyout today. It wasn't selling too ridiculously earlier. Actually, some people did make some moves. Props to you. Someone took the risk, and yeah. So, is it actually up in value now? Well, the barders haven't really changed that much. So, whilst a buyout has happened, is there actually like groups of people clamouring to chase after that? I think it's just a reaction. But keep an eye on it. It very likely could still change a fair bit after all of this. And of course, with more hoodie and like more clothing and armor on the way, maybe we end up getting fallen weapons made out of bones. It does look pretty cool, doesn't it? Right, shall we now hop out of here and actually showcase the tier 2? So let's go ahead and do just that. Oh, yep, I'm in a very interesting spot here just to quickly show you that. Yep, it glows in the dark when it's rolled up. Very nice. So now let's go over to here and take a look at that ever so lovely looking bony tier 2. Hello, you. Right. Sun of my eyes. Thank you, sun. But we can get a very good look at the back as well. So, yeah, made out of the finest bones. Organic, of course, yes. But that's looking very nice. Surprised You didn't see anything like this for Halloween. I mean, we did have that tier 3 set. But Robstar can produce this now and get these accepted in March and whatnot. So, okay, fair enough. Pretty cool. Lights off, please. All right. So, what are your thoughts? Do you like what you see? And do you like what potentially will be coming out soon with the hoodie and pants? The tier 3, of course. And could we get weapons and tools? I'm looking forward to it. It's in your hands, Robstar. But I know you'll be able to pull it off. I know Mr. Shadowhopper's very happy right now. For bone walls! Oh, he should do a fallen bone concrete barricade just for us. Just for us. Come on, Mr. Robstar, you can do it. Anyway, that's looking nice. Let's see what happens next. But with the potential, with the anticipation now for the hoodie and pants, yes, I would expect a buyout. I would expect some spikes in price. Like I said, with last night, I looked at the hoodie and pants ultramarine, knowing that there's a fairly strong chance we'll see potentially some boots and gloves, and I jumped in, I bought in. There was strong enough support with the boulders, and things were just looking very, very good for it. So as long as there's potentially more, there's always something to look forward to. All right, good. Right, so shall we now move on and talk about the next skins, which is the Barbarian hoodie and pants. So let's hop out of here. Alright then, Barbarian hoodie and pants. So, pretty interesting sequence of acceptances because it's basically matching up to how the Heavy Night collection rolled out. That started off with a jacket, then we got the hoodie and pants, then we got the tier 3, then we got the boots and gloves. Never got the tier 2 though. So anyway, started off with the jacket, which has now been bought out and gone up in price, and of course now we've got the hoodie and pants. Oh, I wonder what might potentially be next. Oh, well, if we just quickly go ahead, take a look at the, the workshop. What was the most recent submission they did? Ah, there we are. Yes, Barbarian Tier 3 is in the potential, it's there, it's potentially there. So let's just get a quick look at the picture. Yeah, a look at that. That's looking pretty cool. Now, we don't really have any Barbarian clothing and armor skins that already exist. And I've got to say, with the face mask there, it does look pretty cool. So that's something to look forward to, and we'll show off the jacket with the hoodie and pants in a second. But yeah, just to get this point across, these skin creators, they've been around for a while. They've been producing a lot of very interesting skins, and things are looking very promising. I do expect more Barbarian stuff, like boots and gloves next, or tier 2. We shall see. But I'm under the impression with the Heavy Night, you notice they didn't get the tier 2. Well, Facepunch probably didn't want to accept the tier 2, considering that they wanted to sell their very own Knight Armor DLC, which is tier 2 armor. Just saying, it might not be that much of a coincidence, just saying. So anyway, cool, we got that nice and established. So from here on now, what happens next? Well, as of now, it's not the highest selling skin. So if we do see more Barbarian stuff being accepted, it's immediately in a very good spot. Now, of course, we do need to see, will the hoodie and pants match up perfectly with the jacket? I'm already having doubts because that did 25,000 subscribers. I don't think this is going to be reaching that, especially with how things are currently moving at the moment. Who knows how much it will reach, but I really don't think it'll be near 25,000. Now, the jacket, right now, that's currently in the positive, as you can see over to here. This had a buyout, prices has improved, and of course you can see the bars are starting to climb up. So this went as low as about $1.50, but of course it's basically doubled. But I remember what happened to the Heavy Night jacket, because that rose up in price ever so nicely when the hoodie and pants appeared. It went all the way up to $9 over the course of the weekend when the Rush Store was accepted. This right here, it's looking like there's going to be quite a lot more of them in comparison to the hoodie and pants. Now, at the end of the day, it's got a very nice, cool, transparent design, and it does look very cool with the hoodie and pants, which we'll show off to you in a bit. But I don't think it's going to be super great for this as time goes on once we get all the other clothing and armor pieces accepted, because it looks like that's going to be the one with the most skins in circulation compared to the rest of the set. That can be a problem for it, but if the collection remains very in demand, it very likely will do a good job of retaining its price. So remember, that's sold for $2.49. It's a fair bit in the positive, but it's not like tremendously, crazily up in price. Now, yeah, over the course of this weekend, maybe it might climb up a little bit more. There's so much space, and this Rush Store was fairly late. So, yeah, we'll see how it rolls out, right? But if you happen to own one of these, I would probably recommend to you, it might be a smart idea to consider selling it. Grab the profit whilst you can, because I don't know if it's going to stay up like this for a while, okay? Heavy Night did drop off pretty quickly. So, having talked about this more than enough, shall we now actually go in and showcase the actual hoodie and pants? Let's go do that right now. Hello, you. How you doing? Okay, go look at that. So, yeah, very nice, interesting design. Nice little necklace, got all the fur on the side there, a little bit shiny there. So very nice and stylish. I've also got my frog boots on. Oh, that goes greatly with it. What are you talking about? Anyway, that's looking totally fine. And of course, can we get a quick look at it at night time as well with the lights on? Get a good look at that. So yeah, what are your thoughts? It's not super flashy. It's not super in your face, but it is a pretty good job of what Barbarian Clothing is. And like I said, shall we now quickly go and put on the jacket and see how it all blends in together. All right, look at that. All right. Jacket definitely does go very nicely with it. And like I said, we got the tier 3 to look forward to as well. That face mask in the picture does go very nicely with the jacket and all this kit as well. So if you like the primitive game mode, maybe this is for you. Alright, looking pretty good. So overall thoughts with what we currently have, feel free to comment below. I'm looking forward to what's potentially next. Is it going to be boots and gloves after tier 3? Or are the skin creators going to try and see if they can get tier 2 accepted this time with their set? I don't blame them for a try. So, alright, that's looking pretty cool. Lights back on, please. Let's now hop out of here and get a good look at the ever so nice looking large box. So, hello. I actually did talk about this in my Rust Workshop skin checks. But the glow-in-the-dark version was added after, like the day later. So, alright, fair enough. Props to the skin creator, because out of all the skins today, only this one was the early pick. All the other skins were regular skins. AKA, typical picks. Typical picks are skins that you'd see in TGG's top picks list. You'd typically assume that those skins will be accepted in the Rust store, because that collection gets shown to Facepunch themselves. Now, you also might notice, as I move around, the lights kind of switch off. This is a weird issue that's appeared throughout all of this month. I hope it gets fixed by next month. So that's not me doing anything weird. It's the lighting, right? It's the game. But yes, as you can see, it's very nice and reflective. This is all made in reference to HR Geiger, a very interesting style indeed. Quite scary and gruesome, but, you know, there's beauty in it. There's very weird beauty in it. Right, so one thing you might have noticed, let's just turn off all the lights. It's not that bright on the sides. It does glow, but it's not super bright. It might not be for everyone, but for what it is, it's looking pretty cool. The top does lighten up a fair bit more, as you can see right there, and the front side there. So it's up to you what you think about that, but that is actually a collection continuation. I accidentally showed off the door just a second ago, but yeah, that door was accepted like 4 years ago. So it's interesting to see that we've returned to a collection that's been around for quite a long time, but it didn't get any acceptances for about 4 years. It's not like the skin creator was actively trying to get loads more skins produced and accepted. He left it for a bit, now he's come back to it, and instantly he's back in with another skin being accepted. And it's a cool looking skin. Do you like the design? Do you think the HR guy just shows? Right, shall we now hop out of here and talk about this a little bit more? Because large boxes last year, they were pretty prominent, and it kind of caused some problems. So let's hop out of here, as I said. So yes, death metal. In the past, we've had the sheep Matador, which is right over here. No, not you. There we are. So I've been looking at this today. It has not moved. I don't think people even realise that this was part of the same collection. Well, it's a collection now, I should say. But I kind of wouldn't be surprised if we maybe see some more skins from the skin creator, that being Mr. Cubist, because he did make more in the past. They just weren't accepted. So garage door, and he made another attempt. No. He made the normal large box and then the glow-in-the-dark box, and the glow-in-the-dark box is the one that's now accepted. Point I'm trying to get across is you might see that maybe appearing as a brand new revamped version, and that looks pretty scary. So, alright, cool. It's nice to see potentially a brand new collection getting started, but let's now talk about large boxes, because as I said last year, they were pretty prominent, especially with Twitch drops as well. So let's get a good look at that. Thank you very much. So as of this year, so far, we have the Rama large box, the Lunar New Year box, the medieval largewood box in the medieval pack, and if we look at last year, we had Twitch drop, yeah, Twitch drop, charity skin. So overall, quite a lot of boxes were accepted. Now, this was a lot, but it doesn't compare to when we had storage collections. But storage collections were different. You're basically expecting at least 15 skins to be accepted. And collectively, as a whole, people like the full set, so they always tend to work out quite nicely. We don't get storage collections anymore as of now. We shall see what happens in the future. But for these past couple of years, we've had like a lot of independent skins. quite a lot of them just don't really work out very nicely. It's unfortunate, but you can clearly see that the amount of skins in the negative compared to the ones in the positive that came out last year. Yeah, no, cool. We got the point. But if it does turn into a collection, if we do see that garage door getting revamped as a version 2 or a version 3, if we do see like a small box, locker, or you name it, I think it could work out quite nicely. And it's not exactly the highest selling skin at the moment. Things could easily change over the course of the next few days, but that right there, let's keep an eye on it. And by all means, if you like it, you go buy it, you go enjoy it, you go show appreciation, you go support that skin creator. But I'm going to sit here and say the smartest approach is always to do the abnormal barders. And every single skin here, except the double barrel shotgun, is abnormal. So next Wednesday night, I will be on stream. Look in the description right now. Scroll down. You'll see I had the links to all my socials. And my Twitch link will be there. And I will be on around 9 p.m. London time Wednesday night. We'll discuss all the prices once we see what the sales look like by then. Sounds good? So the large box, Mr. Cubist, splendid job. But what will be next? So let's hop over to here. Do you have like all the reference images? You don't have it on this one, but you do have it on the large box because I've seen it. There you go. Oh, he's removed it. Okay, well, anyway. Oh no, it's here. It's here. Ah, there you go. Look at that. Creepy. Yay. I'm looking forward to what's produced next. All right. Cool. So, shall we now talk about the SAR? Odyssey SAR. An interesting looking design. I've seen it already. So this is produced by Shino. Congratulations, good sir. Let's quickly give this a quick look. So, of course, an interesting style. Is it like lava? I don't fully know. It's not super bright in game or anything, so alright, that's fine. Let's just close this. Let's just quickly give you a quick rundown with SAR skins as of recent. We basically say the same thing every single time. Quite recently, we saw an interesting look in Lunar New Year SAR that went basically down to half its price. Starry Dream, half its price. Brainstorm, more than half its price. Heritage, half its price. Yeah, things aren't looking super great. But that Black Ops SAR right there, you know, that's looking pretty good at the moment. But that looks like it's going to slowly develop into a nice, big, interesting, slick black collection. So, all right, fair enough. That's cool. Take a look at all the skins over the past couple of years, and only a few of them, only a handful of them, are actually doing good. All the other ones, not so much. Now, with this, I really wouldn't be surprised if we potentially see a collection being started off with this. Like, next week an AK, Thompson, L96, you name it. But typically with weapon loader collections, they don't really tend to be very good there. Most people just kind of like drop them pretty quickly. I know. But this does happen a lot. You've got to keep an eye on people's behaviour. So, by all means, if you like that SAR, you go ahead and buy it. But if you're not feeling very confident with it, yeah, okay, don't blame you. You're probably better off sticking with a barder. At $2.49, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes below its store price. Sorry to say, but this just keeps on happening. So, shall we actually jump in now and give it a good look? Alright, so here we are. Give it a nice little inspection. Give that a good look. Trying to see if it's shiny. It's not very shiny. But it does have a useful red aim sight, which should be good for all environments. Very nice to see. Quick look at night time. Snap. Give that a good look. And, yeah, it's fine. Probably still want to use an aim sight. Don't blame you. But, yeah, quick inspection. Nothing lights up. Alright, cool. So, yeah, what are your thoughts? Could this develop into a much larger collection? We shall see. Also, let's hop on stage and showcase this as well. Strike pose, look pretty, and here we are. So, yeah, is it volcanic? Is it molten? What are your thoughts? And does the gold shine ever so nicely once it's next to lighting? Yeah, good look at that, you tell me. Yes, nice and golden. Pretty interesting looking design. Good job here, Mr. Shino, the skin creator. So, yeah, alright then. If you like it, by all means, go treat yourself, go buy it. But I am still questioning it. Sorry to say. It's nice, but yeah, still unsure. Right then, so feel free to comment below what you believe, and I reckon I should quickly go back over to here, and, you know, whilst in the darkness, I'll maybe just whip out the next skin to talk about, because we have a very interesting premium AK47. Premium? Yeah, premium price at $5. So, quick look at it at night time. You can clearly see it doesn't happen to glow in the dark or anything. So, all right, what gives what we're looking at? Well, we are looking at the Elysium AK47. Give that a good look. Yeah, nice, shiny, very nice to look at. Let's just move the sun around a little bit more. There we go. All right, can we get a look at the shine? Kind of reminds me of Redemption, but it is partly made by Sloth Rock, who also makes that collection. So, all right, fair enough. Nice and shiny gold Redemption, I guess you could say. Very interesting. So I've had a few people turn up to me today and say, why are they selling it at $5? Well, every now and then, Face Punch will look at some of these skins, some of, the AKs, and they'll say, well, that actually looks pretty good. I reckon we could probably sell it for a higher price. And this right here, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Duck and Sloth are considering making a lot more weapons in this style. I mean, come on now. And knowing that they're selling at $5, oh, for sure. You should expect that a whole lot more from here on now. So, yes, it wouldn't surprise me if we end up seeing a SAR, $5, maybe $4, maybe just the AK is going to be this price. But don't forget, in the past, like last year, we Black Diamond AK47, that sold at $4.49. It did go down in price for a while, but then more and more skins were accepted, and eventually it rebounded this past post-Christmas, and it's comfortably sitting at $6 now. So yes, do I expect this to drop off? Kind of wouldn't be surprised. However, if we keep an eye on their sales, like maybe it's not going to sell too ridiculously, and with that $5 price, that is something I'm expecting. I wouldn't be too surprised if it doesn't really sell too much, because, there are investors out there, but they are still a little bit cautious with how much they spend. So maybe it might not get too many people buying in excess. So if it does end up selling reasonably, maybe it could work out ever so nicely as an investment for the future. And as I said, I do anticipate more weapon skins being made, and you never know, maybe it might end up reaching to a point where it goes all the way up to potentially getting some clothing and armor, some deplorables. That's looking shiny, but it might not be for everyone, and I get that, because of course there's always going to be more Twitch drops for AK-47s. That's an inevitability. We just had 4 in the same patch, didn't we? But what's your thoughts? $5? You're thinking, nah, I'm good. Fair enough. But if hardly any people buy it, it might just go up in price pretty quickly. Now, I recall quite some time back we had the Black Gold AK-47. That sold at $5. And because okay, so this was like the first time in a very long time we saw an AK selling for such a high price. And then we got like the MP5 and the Thompson afterwards selling for very similar prices. And the AK actually went up in price quite high. But then it kind of crashed and burned, because it did like 30,000 subscribers. Back then, that was quite a fair bit. And since then, it's never really recovered. There's a lot of hype behind it, and it quickly crashed and burned. Yes, that happened. But you've been warned. So don't assume it's going to go up in price ridiculously just because. But if you like a skin, as I've said so many times already today, you go buy it, you go treat yourself. Because that does look pretty cool. But we have had like Twitch drops and whatnot that are kind of similar. But I do anticipate that this will probably be getting a lot more, and I can foresee a future where we end up having an Elysium collection. What would you like to see being made next? Water purifier. Come on now, seriously. I mean, I can imagine a lot of very cool looking deplorables with this as well. Locker, with that design, I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, let's just leave it at that. Let's now hop back and take a look at the remaining skins, because I do believe we have a few more to discuss. But first of all, let's just round it up, talk about all the AK-47s. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. So many AKs in the past, we say this every single week, there's always another AK, there will be Twitch drops, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, all of these in the negative, unfortunately. Then we scroll down, Popstar's still doing very good after the LR300 was accepted. Yeah, so much of that down in price. And a lot of the AKs, they don't always sell at the standard $2 price. Quite a lot of them sell at $3, like the Steampunk, which is now at 94 cents, and the Bird of Luck, which is now at 96 cents. Oof. But yep, if we could just keep scrolling down. Oh, just want to quickly point out, you may recall we had the Falcon AK-47, the Tora 1005 AK-47. I said that wrong, but you know what I mean. We've had some very cool, stylish gold design AKs. Not all of it's gold, but point made. Oh, look, there's Augusta Bell. You remember the golden AK here? So there's options, and when there's other options, yeah, funnily enough, that was also made by Sloth Rock. You are your own worst victim. Your enemy. All right, so if we could just quickly look at the black gold, I did bring this up. Currently sitting here at just under $2. Scroll down, and if you look at sales history, yeah, initially it went up very crazy, but then just went down. Yeah, And if you were to quickly look up the amount of subscribers it got, and remember, subscriber count is the bare minimum sales. This had 29,446 subscribers. That means at least 29,446 individual people bought the skin. We don't know how many they bought specific, like how many, like some people probably bought 1. Some people probably bought 2. Some people probably bought 3. Some people probably bought 1,000 because it's a black gold AK, and that was fairly interesting back then. So you get the idea. We had no idea how many they bought each, just how many people who bought it. And that gives us a pretty good definitive picture. So it's the 3rd best-selling skin so far. I don't think it'll be selling ridiculously. And of course, you may recall, we just had the Black Ops AK. That sold at, almost 30,000. We also happen to have that Deep Ruby AK. That also almost sold at 30,000. Maybe people have already spent all their money on AK47s. Maybe their budget's all wrapped up. Keep an eye on it, right? Let's keep an eye on it. Maybe things might change, and with the second half of this week, maybe over the course of this weekend, there might be a lot more people that want to buy this. We'll wait and see. But things are looking interesting, and I am anticipating a proper collection probably being built. And all you're going to do is just take a look at Black Gold. The sales there were ridiculous, and it did end up getting, loads of clothing and armour. Clothing and armour's holding up nicely, but the weapons are still iffy. So we'll see how all that turns out. You've been warned, and now you are aware. Let's now talk about the Phantom backpack. So yeah, Phantom collection, been around for a very long time. Since 2017, it's slowly rolled out with more and more and more acceptances. And of course, we ended up getting the clothing and the armor. And with a post, what was it? No, it was a complete the sets back in 2021. The tier 3 was accepted. It sold quite a fair bit more compared to all the other pieces. Ended up becoming the cheapest because of that. It's unfortunate, but things like that tend to happen quite a lot. Anyway, it is a complete set based on the clothing and armour. Never got a jacket though. I mean, it's up to you, Mr. Shedmon. But with what we have here, the Phantom backpack, I guess you could say it makes it even more complete to a point. Let's actually show off all of this now. So hopping out of here, taking a look, and oh, there you go. Now, I did say this a little bit earlier. I was under the impression there's probably a lot of people that didn't realise this collection exists, because I'll be honest with you, I don't know when you started playing Rust. Feel free to comment below when you did. But that right there is a pretty cool gold trim style looking skin. And this backpack perfectly lines up with the clothing armour. So what are your thoughts of what you see? Let's just move the sun around a little bit. Is the music usually inserted? Well, on the stream you'll hear it, but not on the video. But yeah, give that a good look. Are you impressed? Does it happen to glow in the dark? We'll just quickly do this real quickly. Turn off the lights all on the side, on the stage, and snap. Does not glow, right? If I had the lights on the stage, you'd see that. It reflects quite nicely, as you can see, but off. Ta-da! All right then, lights back on. So yeah, overall, pretty cool, pretty interesting. But we are kind of going through a bit of a negative response period. It's a weird thing to say. But yeah, I don't think people are looking at backpacks very positively at the moment. And this backpack, whilst it looks very nice, some people might realise, hang on a minute, that took the spot instead of the Forest Raiders backpack. That is the case. This was in contention for the spot, and this took over instead of Forest Raiders. But that also probably implies that Facepunch really doesn't want to accept any more Forest Raider skins now. Anything that could be considered to be clothing and armour. And I will point out with Forest Raiders, there's been primitive skins that are produced fairly recently that were also not accepted. So if you're going to sit there and say, oh, Facepunch is always looking to try and make a good bit of profit, Forest Raiders would make profit, but they don't want to accept it. For reasons they have not established or said, but it probably does imply that they don't want to have any more pay-to-win camouflage skins. Considering, looking at the state of flashbacks, they tried to get more skins accepted. Tier 2, Tier 3, nope, didn't happen. And boots and gloves, not even that. Now, one quick little detail with the collection here. You might notice that the gloves, they were actually one of the first original road sign gloves to be accepted into the game. But the Phantom road sign gloves have a very special feature. They are the only gloves that are different on each side. So the right side, it looks as if it doesn't have the metal plating. Not sure what Shidman was doing there, but you can clearly see that they are different, and it seems to be by design. You will not see that in any other road sign gloves. So, yeah, food for thought. You've learned something, and you've learned of the collection. Do you like it? Well, it's not too expensive, Now that you're more aware of it, maybe you might see the prices go up a little bit more. We shall see. Right then, so shall we now showcase the last skin of the video, that being the double barrel shotgun. So yes, the Phantom backpack, another $2.49 backpack. Now I've had a lot of people message me saying, why do they keep making skins for the large backpack? Small backpacks aren't skinnable. That's the answer. We don't have small backpacks being skinnable, so they can't, no skins can be made for them. So we just keep getting more and more of these. Now, it's also odd that they keep accepting more and more and more and more large backpack skins. So, because of that, skin creators take notice and they keep producing more and more and more large backpack skins. It's a fun cycle. Yippee. All right, anyway, so looking at this, I wouldn't be surprised if it drops off. Like, I'll be brutally honest with you, I really wouldn't be surprised if it goes below its retail price. Now, maybe it doesn't sell too ridiculously. It's the second worst selling skin so far. It's not a very nice way of saying it, but yeah, you can see that. Maybe it sells less than a night backpack, which after last week has become the lowest selling backpack in the game. Now, it's still 9,000, still quite a fair bit, but yeah, we have had so many backpacks now, that so many of them are now in the negative. They're all competing with each other for your love, for your attention, and that's a bit of a problem. That's not like camouflage or anything, so as I said, it's only going to really line up perfectly with the Phantom collection, and if you don't really care for it, then yep, that's a problem. And don't you think we'll probably see another backpack skin next week, and the week after that, and the week after that? I mean, occasionally we'll probably have a break in between and whatnot, but we've got to have loads more backpacks, right? So yeah, there's no escaping it. Sorry to say, there is no escaping it. We must simply have more. Right, so be a little bit cautious. Don't be surprised if it drops off. But like I said, if you own the Phantom collection, I'm sure you're very happy with that today. Now then, let's go ahead and talk about the Bang Bang double barrel shotgun. Now, overall, double barrel shotguns, if we could just take one quick look at what we see here. Before, we used to get quite a lot of these being accepted. Nowadays, not really. Nope. Chinese Lantern double barrel shotgun, glow in the dark. It's very bright. I'm not surprised to see it's gone down in price. But with last year's skins, we had Dragon Rage, Double Baguette, Thunder Gold. They're down in price. Dragon Rage, of course, being a fairly large collection with the very nice gold trim on black sleek designs. The Double Baguette, I mean, it was very similar to the Crowley double barrel shotgun, but it's still goofy and funny and tradable and marketable, but still down a fair bit. And Thunder Gold double barrel shotgun. Yeah, let's quickly go take a look at Thunder Gold, because that had a very good post-Christmas. The AK was good, the SAR was good, the clothing and armor was good. But yeah, that not holding up very nicely. Well then, that is probably a good insight with double barrel shotgun skins. They just don't seem to hold up very nicely. And then we look at Bamboo Blaster and Blackout double barrel shotgun. Well, Bamboo Blaster had hardly any sales. So, okay, interestingly, it's now in the positive. It's got hardly any listings in the Steam market. It's not too surprising. Just because it might be listed at $2.30 doesn't necessarily mean it's worth $2.30. And the Blackout, it's Blackout. It's Blackout, that's the answer. Blackout skins do a good job of retaining their value. So, I am a bit unsure. Now, this is also not abnormal. The only skin this week that is not abnormal, but it is the first ever skin for Mr. LJ, as we've already said. So, number one, congratulations to you, good sir. I see you've made a few skins, and now you've got this accepted, so we'll see what happens next. I don't think this can be turned into a collection. You might notice the gimmick right there. It's got, like, the eyeballs, and you also see what this is made of. You'll see it in a second. But, yeah, I'm having doubts. But a sheer lack of sales can work out quite nicely. You saw it there, the Bamboo double barrel shotgun. But yeah, you also should question how many of those Bamboo double barrel shotguns are actually selling every day. Actually, we can do that right now. Let's quickly go ahead and type it in, Bamboo. Because yeah, it appears to be valuable, but then we look and see what the sales are, and it's done 2 sales in the past 24 hours. That's not exactly a super popular skin, is it? So yeah. Don't be fooled into assuming it'll be all right. You still got to put the effort into trying to make a sale, and if there's no one actually buying it, yep. Right then, let's go ahead and actually showcase the double barrel shotgun. So off we go. And here we are. Give that a good look. It's made out of bean can grenades. Yay! Now, one thing you should be aware is the aim sight for double barrel shotguns cannot be changed. But you can colour in the big bolts, and you've got some eyeballs there staring at you. Now, if only they are googly eyes. Skin creators can't change anything like that. They wouldn't be able to make googly eyes, but Face Punch could. You know, they made a very cool looking Dragon rocket launcher. Can't you give us googly eyed double barrel shotgun face punch. Come on. All proceeds go towards a charity. I don't know, blindness or something. There you go. But yeah, that's fine. Quick look at night time. Off we go. I can confirm this double barrel shotgun doesn't glow. It's nothing like the Lunar New Year skin. So, all right, cool. Fair enough. So, yes, what do you think will happen with this? I don't know. If you like it, then by all means, show your support. Say right now, do you like it? I've still got the backpack on. Oh, well, it's fine. But yeah, bang. Give that a good look. Pretty cool. And once again, congratulations to LJ. Let's see what becomes of that over the course of the next 7 days. All right, then. So, very nicely made. Perfectly fun, goofy idea. Yeah, every now and then skins like this do get accepted. So, let's see if it works out nicely in the future. Right, let's just quickly hop out of here and discuss all the interesting things that have been mentioned on the commits and whatnot over the course of the past week. So, overall, it's a fine looking Rust store. I'm not really expecting any crazy, insane sales. It's not like we really saw that last week. As you can see, overall, the top-selling skin was the Crown with just over 20,000 subscribers. Overall, it was fine. It was fine. So here, honestly, I think we might see overall a little bit less with the sales. That's fine. Easter's just around the corner as well, so we got that to look forward to, I guess. But yeah, I'm not expecting anything insane. And as I said, for the collection continuations we can look forward to, it only makes it all the more sweeter. It's the beginnings of potential nice big fat profits, all right? And at the end of the day, there's cool looking skins, so can't be that upset, right? Stop being upset. Right, anyway, let's now talk about the interesting details that have been mentioned. So, what has been going on with the commits? Well, as we are fully well aware, there's been a lot of mentions in regards to the cooking version 2, crafting update and whatnot. It appears it's probably all coming out next week, as of now, all right? The only definitive, knowing of what's coming is what's mentioned on the tweet Facepunch would do on the Playrust Twitter. So maybe on Tuesday next week, they'll put a tweet out saying, are you looking forward to the next update, which will be the March Force Wipe? And it kind of does look like it's going to be the crafting update. Fridge power indicator. So it looks like that's definitely going through. Fridges, they are expected to become, a necessity, and we've been yapping about that for quite a long time, and it's kind of occurred to me that maybe I should make a video showcasing every single fridge in the game, which isn't actually that much. There's only 17, so, and of course a portion of them are also charity and Twitch drops, so you can't get those anymore, but I thought it'd be a nice, interesting video to do. And here's another thing. You should anticipate more fridges being made and accepted from here and now. Because, well, if a lot more people are going to be chasing after them, makes sense, doesn't it? Don't be surprised if we potentially see a fridge next week. Don't be surprised if we see anything bee-related as well. So I'm just saying, I am expecting it. Right, anyway, so, okay, yep, that's cool. And Cooking V2, the final touches, it seems. Yep, so, like, the amount of time it takes to cook certain things and how much calories they give you when you eat certain foods. That's fine. That's cool. But it looks like cooking has been merged into the crafting update, and it looks like the next week's update is going to be called the crafting update. So, all right, cool. Crafting update merged with Cooking V2 and armor slots and other little bits and bobs. Cool. Hoppers in there. So, yeah, that's nice. It's going to be an interesting content update. But from here on now, if that's now out of the way, what's going to get focused now? Jungle update. And they are now referencing it as Jungle Update. So you know about the blowpipe? They've been working on this for quite a long time now. It's been months. I'm fully expecting that's now actually going to only come out when we have the Jungle Update, which is fine because blowpipes are from like South America, if I can recall. In the rainforests, they get the darts and the rabbit on the frog that's poisonous, and then that something like that. Are we gonna get poisonous frogs? No, nothing's been mentioned there. But we do have radioactive water. Right, anyway, so that's cool. But yes, Jungle Update is now referenced and treated as such. When is that coming out? My initial expectation was, I thought, surely it's going to be the summertime when there's loads of kids out of school with time off. And every summer we do get a lot of people playing. And as I said earlier, the people playing right now are still very, very, very good. Like, for the summer of this year, considering last year we got a very nice high 97,000, you know, when that happened, that was phenomenal. And then now this is the current like level we're at. How high is it going to be around June, July, and August time? I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, lots of people expected to play, especially considering if we're going to have that jungle update around then. Yeah, I reckon we'll beat the peak player count we just got for January. And of course, you know, that's the highest ever for Rust. So could it go above and beyond? Could we end up with 300,000 people? We'll see. You know, it's all just fantasy at the moment. But yeah, that does appear to be the next main big update that's going to be worked on from here on now. And I'm sure you're looking forward to it. Jungle Ruins has been mentioned so much. All the brand new foliage, the flowers and whatnot, the new trees. It's always been mentioned on the commits. Keep an eye on the commits, all right? We are fully well aware of a lot of the content that's going to be added. And then we also happen to have a very interesting talking point now. Premium servers. That appears to be rolling out next week as well, the March Force Wipe. Now, I kind of questioned this last night when we first saw this tweet. So this, of course, was put out literally yesterday. And you got Alistair here pointing out how this is going to work. And I don't really think it's going to be the be-all, end-all answer. I think this is the beginnings of what will eventually become the answer. But yeah, you only need to have $15 worth of skins on your account to then qualify to enter the premium servers. I also made this quick joke of what happens if the skin loses value. Do you get kicked out? You are too poor. Get out. You are rich enough. You are allowed in. You know. Anyway. I can't help but assume you might see a lot more skins being manipulated now. And I have made a video discussing this. We pretty much did it all last night. I had Fancy Up of all people asking me about it, and I showcased the how this works. But yeah, you very likely might see quite a lot of like random skins getting bought out, pumped up in value, and appearing to be super, super valuable. Maybe those manipulators will treat it like a service, and those naughty, malicious people who like to use cheats will probably partake, and then they can easily constantly get into here. Now, they could raise up the price to $50 or $100. Even then, the manipulations, it can still happen, and it will still continue to happen. So, I don't think this is enough. I think they might need to incorporate, like, amount of time you played an account and whatnot. Like, if you have 500 hours in your... Like, if you played for 500 hours, for example, you are clearly dedicated enough that you will be carrying enough if you get your account banned. You might sit there and say, but Hedge, people can easily idle accounts, and they probably already are selling accounts with very high numbers. You're not wrong, all right? It's going to be very awkward trying to figure out what will be the optimal way they go about it, but I do not think $15 is enough. And, of course... You're watching this all the time. You know, I'm always talking about skins. You clearly probably already own at least $15 worth of skins. I really don't think that's too hard. But then again, Facepunch does have a lot of data, and they're probably fully well aware that maybe there are a lot of accounts out there that haven't actually bought any skins. They're probably just satisfied with the Twitch drops, for example. That very likely could be the case. But yeah, a video will be out this Saturday where I kind of talk about current manipulations, and it's going to be a bit of a problem with this, I reckon. I don't think it's going to stop enough of the cheaters. And, you know, they clearly have money. They're buying cheats, so, yeah. Right, well, what are your thoughts in regards to that? Feel free to comment below. That's all I can really ask for. So, okay, that's pretty much everything. I don't think there's much else other than, if I could just quick go over to here, like, I know, it's still Facepunch. I do believe, imagine if they did this with Rust skins. Guys! Don't miss out on the FOMO. Don't miss out on the FOMO. You've got 1 day left to buy that teddy bear set. If you want to. But yeah, you've got to download Sandbox and whatnot. And if you don't fully understand about Sandbox skins, well, don't forget, we got the Hedge video just over to here. I made it quite recently. If you need to learn about what's going on with Sandbox, consider watching this video right here, and you might be enlightened with a brand new economy that might boom when it actually releases on Steam. It's only got developer preview at the moment, but even if it only has like a percentage of the success of Roblox, for example, things are looking pretty interesting. But they're basically saying, guys, FOMO, buy it. I mean, I've already bought some, and I actually forgot about this, so I might go buy some more now. But the point still remains. Imagine if they did that with Rust. Guys, you've only got 7 days to buy these skins. Quick, go buy them now. I think would find the humour in it. It probably would get quite annoying though. Anyway, so that is basically everything. Sandbox, no, shut up you. that is essentially everything. Keep an eye on the commits for all the new content. Keep an eye on the player counts because that's pretty amazing. It looks like it's going to end up with an average player count of 118,000 by the end of tomorrow. And February, you have been phenomenal, especially when you compare it to last year where it only did 82,000 and the peak player count was only 153,000. So another fairly big content update the next month. Will prices actually go down? They have, not dramatically though. If you've been considering wanting to buy something that's probably already fairly valuable, you might want to consider probably buying it just now. I'm not joking. I don't think that we'll see that much of a drop-off. The player counts are just too strong. It can't be stopped. And it doesn't help that the Steam market's still broken. And just remember, this is a Valve issue. This is affecting other Steam markets like Counter-Strike and TF2. But yeah, you can't even see people manipulating skins. Oh dear. Okay, well, that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching me today. I greatly appreciate it. I hope the skins were showcased ever so nicely. And you know what? I think I forgot to do something. There we go. Yeah, let's give this a good look. With the torches to my side, the garage doors looking pretty cool. It's not that reflective though, is it? That's something we can clearly notice. But hey, still a pretty cool idea. Right then, so, as I said, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was nice, concise and straight to the point. Hope you enjoyed the visuals and blah blah blah, yap yap yap, head shut up. Alright, cool. Bye.